Hi, everyone. Welcome to a day in the life of a nursing student, single mother. I thought today was going to be a chaotic crash out day, just as it is in most mornings that when we wake up early. But surprisingly, it wasn't. It was pretty much a smooth day. I'm usually tired because of the stuff that we have to do and we have to get up so early to do them. But I really wasn't tired today, and everything went smoothly. Everything went as planned. I'm just getting Zara dressed. She's the only one that is going to summer camp, and their summer camp is just like slash daycare, and they are open 5:30 in the morning. So that's why I have to drop her off 5:30, so that way I can get to my class on time, which starts at 7. So every morning that we have to get up, I have not been having the best energy. I haven't been in the best mood lately. So I've just been dragging. I haven't been feeling myself. And these mornings don't make it any better because we have to get up super early around 4:30. I hate waking Zara up that early because she's just a kid and she doesn't have to be up this early. But I have to do what I have to do to go to school. And it's going to pay off in the end. So I just thank her for bearing with me. I thank all of my kids for bearing with me through this time, because it's not easy. It is not easy. And definitely getting up a 6-year-old in the morning at 4:30, yeah, that's not good at all. So she didn't fuss with me. The only thing that happened was she must have rubbed her eye too hard and a lash fell in her eye, so she's about to freak out. So I had to make sure that I looked in her eye and see if I saw anything in it. Didn't see any lash. I didn't see anything in particular. So I just was kind of like blowing at it and just hopefully whatever was inside of it was no longer in there. Like I was saying, I hadn't been feeling myself lately, so definitely trying to make sure that I get to a point where I am happier, and I just feel like because I have a lot going on, that's probably it. So, and the early mornings don't make it any better. But I can definitely say that, I'm very thankful that God woke me up and my kids up to be able to see another day. So I don't want to feel like I'm being ungrateful. It's just I've been in this little funk lately and just trying to figure out where my head is and just get in a better place, be in a better place for me and my kids. So I'm just right now getting Zara's hair together. I washed her hair the day before and ended up putting it in 4 ponytails. It's much more manageable. It's easier now to comb through, and I'm thinking about putting braids with beads in them, but I'm not sure. But I just put them in 4 ponytails just for the time being, just so that way it's, like I said, it's easy to maintain. And when I do decide to go ahead and braid her hair, I'll be able to manage it better, to be able to braid it better because it was washed and stretched out. And Zara does a really good job with getting her hair done. She is not as tender-headed as my other kids were, and I'm tender-headed too, but whenever she gets her hair done, I have no issues with her. She does a great job with sitting still, turning her head when I need it to be turned, and following directions. So I don't have a problem with getting her hair done at all. So that's why I decided I'm going to just go ahead and do some braids and with some beads, and that'll last hopefully half the summer, and then I'll take it out and do something else to her hair. But for the time being, I just put her hair in 4 ponytails, which is manageable for me. And I finished getting her dressed. I'm about to go ahead and put her in the living room so that way I can come back and do my room. I like to always tidy my room. that is something about me. I always have to make sure that my bed is made, because when I come home, that is a piece of my happiness right there, knowing that if nothing else went right, I do have a clean, made up bed to come home to and to get into. So I know that may not make sense to a lot of people, but that's my piece of happiness, is to make sure that if I make my bed, I have a clean room. I'm able to breathe. I'm able to just kind of decompress myself and, be stress free for that moment, because I think that's the only thing that I can't control is my cleanliness of the room, making sure that I'm making my bed and doing what I need to do, cleaning up. I think that's the control thing, is because there are things that I'm dealing with that I feel like I can't control or that are out of my control. So those little things like cleaning my room, cleaning my bed, cleaning my apartment, those things that I do have control over. And I think that gives me a little sense of happiness, a little sense of peace, which I like that. But like I said, lately I haven't been feeling myself, but I've been getting my bed together. I've been cleaning my bed and cleaning my room, so that's not stopped at all. And I had to check to see the temperature outside. Y'all know how we do. We gotta stick our arm out to feel that, see if it's too cold or too hot, and just making sure that I have everything that I need. I usually pack everything. I usually set up everything the night before. That way we're not running around like chickens with our head cut off. And y'all, let me know if you've ever felt like that, ever felt like you just wasn't yourself. And I don't want to say that's a bad thing. There's a moment or two where I feel at peace, and that's knowing that that's when I complete certain tasks. Then I feel like I've accomplished something. But because I have so much on my plate, it feels like I'm just overwhelmed and drowning in it. And then I've been overstimulated as well. So, and like I said, the early mornings don't make it any better, but I have to push through. I have to get myself up and tell myself, you got to do this. You have to do this. And by the grace of God, He's been allowing me to do so. It's just that I haven't been feeling at all up to it. And I'm not sure why that is. But if you guys have any issues with that or have ever felt the way I feel, comment down below and let me know, so I don't feel like I'm the only one. Now we have just made it to Zara's daycare. Again, it is pretty early, and to see her such in a good mood is very refreshing. So that let me know today was going to be a good day. And anytime she is happy, upbeat, when I wake her up, especially early in the morning, that's a good day. That lets me know we're gonna have an amazing day. So, and that we did. And she's just so excited to come to summer camp, because she had a toy that she wanted to show her friends, and she did not want me to forget that. I'm on my way to school, to pharmacology, and I had to stop and get me a cute little video of myself. I love my fit. And this is the pharmacology class that I'm in. For me, it's stressful because it takes me an hour to get to class, and we're only in class for 2 hours, and then I drive an hour back. So I don't know. I'd be irritated about that, but it's fine. And here I'm just pulling up to the VA to get my PPD skin test read. I need it for clinicals. They have to verify that I do not have tuberculosis when I'm working around patients. So yeah, and the nurse, she read my arm. See, there's no bumps or anything. So she said I was good. And I hate those shots. Like, they are not horrible, but I just hate the fact that they go under your skin and you can feel the little needle pinch. Like, I cannot stand that. I still can't get over it. But I am up to date with all of my other things for clinicals. That was one thing that I needed to have updated, was my tuberculin skin test. And now that I got that out the way, which I don't know, I'm used to the one reading, but the one that they were requesting was a 2-part series. I've never done a 2-part series for a TB test, but oh well. They wouldn't take the 1-part series, so I had to do the 2-part. And I'm just making sure that I get Cinnamon and Rosie their food. I do keep up with them as far as making sure that I know what I'm giving them for their diet. But it's been a lot lately, so I have not stopped with getting them what they needed. It was just like, I got to figure out how to get me back. And it hasn't been easy, and I'm still trying to figure that out. And I hope that I do figure it out so that way I can get out of the slump. But I'm just taking it day by day. And like I said, when I do knock out these tasks, I do feel a little bit more peaceful. I feel like I've, been successful at something today. If not all things, if I haven't completed everything, then it's okay. I just want to make sure that I've done something for the day. And I felt pretty accomplished today. That I will say. I did feel pretty accomplished. But yeah, I'm getting their salad together, making sure that I'm not giving them too much of anything, because Cinnamon and Rosie have been gaining a lot of weight and they've been like pudgy, looking real pudgy. But that's because I keep feeding them and I'm thinking that, hey, they're starving and I need to give them more because they're starving. But the looks of it, no ma'am, they are not starving at all by any means. I did tell my older daughter that she needed to feed Cinnamon and Rosie before she did anything else today. So I feel like she didn't. So I'm just checking in on her. And yep, as I assumed, she was just laying down on the floor with her headphones on. So she did not feed Rosie and Cinnamon. That's why I ended up feeding them. And then I'm just trying to make sure I get some light in the room, because if I leave it up to her, she be in darkness and she do not care. She didn't even want me to open up the blinds, but I had to let some kind of light in because it was just dreary, and I don't like feeling like that. That is one thing I used to do, is sleep, be in the dark, everything in the dark. And now I just happen to make sure that I open up the blinds and let some light in, let some ray of sunshine in. And we're just taking out the trash. I ended up throwing away my toaster oven because it is done for. I've had this thing for so long, and now it is time to get a new one. So I did purchase one off of Amazon, and it will be here shortly. I just needed to make sure that I get another one, because we use that toaster oven like it's nobody's business. I don't even think I use the big oven anymore, unless it's to cook a turkey or something like that, roast a turkey. And like I said, I have to make sure that I clean up things that are in my control. I feel like I must do because they are in my control. And if they're in my control and they're not getting done, then that lets me know that I'm slacking and that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. So I have to make sure that I clean up and get things the way I want them to, because again, like I said, I have control over these things. These things, it's not like I'm leaving it up for somebody else to do it. And even though I do have kids and they do help me around, and people may say, hey, they should be doing chores, they should be doing this. Yes, they do chores. But I feel like when I do them, I feel like I'm accomplishing something for the day. And even if I don't do everything on my to-do list, as long as I've done something, then that gives me I feel like I have the power to my own peace when I have control over that. When I'm cleaning, when I'm doing things, and I'm taking my mind off of feeling like I'm in the slumps. And I had to vacuum this floor. Y'all do not pay attention to that peeling on my cabinet, because I did my cabinets before when I moved in, and they came out pretty good. They did come out pretty good. And I did my bathroom too, just so that way I can have some kind of decor in here. So I do have to make sure that I get those done again, because the covering is peeling off. So in a certain spots, the ones that we used often, is where it's peeling the most. And now it is time to get Cinnamony and Rosie's little travel carrier situated before I take them to their appointment later today. I am using these little doggy training pads I got from Walmart. I forgot the name of them, but I did post the picture of it because I couldn't remember it, but these things are a lifesaver. They definitely help me out when I use them for Rosie and Cinnamony's cage. And this is the Timothy hay that we use for them. I put them inside of their cages, and when I do let them out to play, I do spread this around a little bit, and then I'm just putting that into their travel cage right now, so that way they have something to nibble on when we're in the car. And y'all see Rosie, look at her, she's so cute, she's so adorable. I love her. I love Cinnamony too. They both stole my heart. So I'm getting them together to get ready for their appointment. I do have to go pick up my daughters because she wanted to be a part of their first vet visit. Now, I will say that the kids have been taking care of the guinea pigs. I just follow up behind them to ensure that they're doing what they're supposed to do when it's time to feed them, wash them, give them their medicine or anything like that. So they want a puppy, and I felt like giving them a guinea pig first was going to help them be able to take care of something. And get the feel of taking care of a pet, so that way when they do get a puppy, they'll know what to expect. They know what to do as far as the maintenance with them, with that puppy. So they've been doing a really good job with taking care of Cinnamony and Rosie, and they've been showing me that they can take care of a puppy. I just want to make sure that, because these guinea pigs do not have a long lifespan, It's going to be a little difficult, but I'm sure that we'll transition very well to having another animal in the house, and not even just an animal, just having another companion in the house that's going to help alleviate some of that stress that we have going on, and just be able to love on something else, have another family member to love on. So yeah, I picking up Zara from daycare. She actually was asleep. They were having nap time when I went to go pick her up, so she kind of looks like she ain't even with it today. But when she gets in the car and sees Cinnamon and Rosie, she definitely perks up and she's happier. And we made it to the vet, so hopefully all of everything goes well with them. This lets me know how well we've been taking care of both Rosie and Cinnamon. So this is just definitely, I'm nervous more than anything because I want to make sure that we've been doing what we're supposed to do to take care of both the guinea pigs. And I'm just nervous, so hopefully everything goes well with their doctor's visits. And it's been long overdue, so their appointment went very well, so I'm just stopping to go grab us something to eat. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in next time for the next video.